Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HItchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, West Troop, and I am back this week with another episode where we're going to talk about what went down at the Disney parks. Well, of course, a lot goes down every week, so we have a lot to get to. So let's get to the trending topic, shall we? Well, okay, so we're going to start over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, where there's always a lot of commotion going on, because while the plan was originally to open Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway alongside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge this fall to help give the park some extra capacity, it seems there has been a delay, with Disney confirming that the attraction will now open in spring 2020. And while it definitely won't help the opening day crowds for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, it could be good in the near future to open around the same time as the other upcoming attraction to Galaxy's Edge, The Rise of the Resistance, which its opening date is still unknown. So, yeah, Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway was scheduled to open in the fall. That was the rumor. I was hoping to see it because I'm going to be going this fall. But it is going to get pushed back to spring 2020. I kind of had a weird feeling because there were no announcements about it at all. I kept like, well, what's happening with that, you know? So, It might be smart to open it when Rise of the Resistance opens. So maybe that gives us a clue as to when Rise of the Resistance is opening. That we know it's spring 2020 for Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway. Either way, that ride will be opening in the spring of next year. So I'll get to see it not this coming trip, but the next trip. So there's something to look forward to, I guess. And of course, Rise of the Resistance as well. So, and also, considering with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway news, it was announced that it's going to be coming to Disneyland in a few years as well, over in Mickey's Toontown. So that's some big news for the Disneyland fans over there as well. So definitely some big updates for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Definitely looking forward to see what that looks like and more updates as we go along. Now we're going to park hop over to Epcot, because the project is to completely overhaul the entrance of Epcot did begin this week, with much of the front of the park's entryway now walled off, including the former tram stop. Guests who use trams are now dropped off much further away from the park entrance and must now use either the east or west trams to get back to their vehicle. There's also now separate security for guests who arrive by car and those who arrive by the bus or the monorail. Well, that's good, I guess, because then it'll be less people to go through security for when I get there on the bus or the monorail. So just know that there's a lot of changes coming to the entrance of Epcot, and it may affect you getting into the park if you go by car or coming by using the tram. Just know there's going to be some updates with getting into Epcot. And now we're going to talk about, speaking of ways to get to Epcot, funny enough, though there's no official opening date yet, Disney has been testing its new Skyliner transportation option for the last few months, suggesting that guests won't have to wait too much longer to check the Skyliner out for themselves. In the meantime, Disney released a new video as well as new facts about the new system. When it opens, the Disney Skyliner gondola system will feature 300 cabins with 22 different character themes and 8 vibrant colors. Each gondola is designed to accommodate up to 10 guests, including those traveling with wheelchairs or assistive devices. With the system constantly in motion, most rides will take just a few minutes, and the cabins are specifically tailored to provide a relaxing ride in Florida's climate. Sounds great to me. Funny enough, I'll be staying at the Pop Century my next trip, so I will definitely be taking a ride on the Skyliner to get to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, as long as the line isn't, miles long to do that. I will definitely be checking the Skyliner out sometime or another, I'm sure. Definitely seems like that's moving along. I've seen so many videos of it. And it moves fast. It really does. So I don't doubt that it'll take just minutes to get to a place. So definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next with the updates on the Skyliner. I don't think it will be much longer until that is open, which is definitely exciting. And speaking of Disney's Hollywood Studios, it will be celebrating its 30th anniversary in just a few days, and there will be plenty of amazing limited-time entertainment and merchandise for guests who can make it to the special day. First up is this is on May 1st, by the way. May 1st, everybody. First up is a star-studded celebration cavalcade parade starring Mickey and Friends, which will celebrate the park's history and step off at 10 a.m. and will head down Hollywood Boulevard. Guests entering the park can also grab a free special 30th anniversary commemorative guide map and button that will only be available on May 1st, 2019. So check eBay if you won't be there. At the end of the day, Disney will also debut their Wonderful World of Animation new nighttime projection show, which will light up the park for the first time. The new show will take guests on a magical journey through more than 90 years of Disney animation, all beginning with Mickey himself, of course, and featuring beloved Disney and Pixar characters from films such as Wreck-It Ralph, Coco, Frozen, The Incredibles, The Little Mermaid, Cars, Sleeping Beauty, and many more. After the park closes, there will be a special anniversary edition of Disney's After Hours that will not only feature walk-on access to the park's most iconic rides like Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog Dash, and Tower of Terror, but also some beloved Disney characters ready to greet guests in the Chinese Theater Courtyard, at the Star Wars Launch Bay, and a few other places. There will also be a special encore performance of Wonderful World of Animation, taking place exclusively for the event attendees. And of course, there's that limited edition merchandise. Themed shirts, pins, magic bands, ornaments, and more will be available for guests who want to commemorate the occasion. In an effort to keep shoppers from overwhelming the park, guests who wish to make purchases can actually begin shopping at 8 a.m. in Grand Park before the park opens at 9 a.m. Finally, special anniversary food and beverage items will be available throughout the park as well on May 1st, including Kylo Ren cupcakes, incredible macaroons, I guess, and more. So definitely a big day coming for Disney's Hollywood Studios. Celebrate all the rides that aren't there anymore, basically. The park has changed a lot in the 30 years, but, we all love it. Some incarnation of it, at least. So it's cool that it's celebrating its 30th anniversary. I can't wait to see what's going to come to the park in the future, definitely. All right, and speaking of Disney's Hollywood Studios, though PizzeRizzo at Disney's Hollywood Studios has been not open very long, the eatery closed down last fall as part of sweeping cuts that hit Walt Disney World. However, it looks like PizzeRizzo will reopen to guests on May 4th, operating daily for lunch and dinner, 11 a.m. to 1 hour before the park closes, all through the month of May, and part of June before it closes again, probably until Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens later this year. So, PizzeRizzo hasn't had the greatest reputation. I've read a lot of people said that they really don't care for the pizza. It, of course, was Pizza Planet before it turned into PizzeRizzo, right across from the Muppets there. I thought it was fine when it was Pizza Planet, so I don't know what changed, unless the people didn't like the Pizza Planet pizza either. But I don't know. I didn't get the chance to eat at PizzeRizzo because it was closed when I was there last time. And from the reviews I had read, I was like, well, maybe I really not going to look that out anyway. I'll eat a few other places instead. So I don't really know what's going on with PizzeRizzo, but I have a feeling it's going to be opening again when Galaxy's Edge opens. But it will be open throughout May and also the first part of June. If you are a fan of PizzeRizzo or you want to try it and see maybe it's gotten better, hopefully, then PizzeRizzo will be open in the near future. And finally, we're going to hop over to Disney Springs, because after a few small delays, as of this week, the Grapefruit Garage is now open. This new parking garage connects to Disney Springs using a pedestrian bridge over Buena Vista Drive that leads directly into the marketplace area of the shopping district where World of Disney is. The Grapefruit Garage provides additional parking for Disney Spring guests and cast members. Located just across the street from the Lime Garage, the $58 million garage features an additional 3,000 parking spaces and features the same space tracking technology that makes finding a space in the Lime and Orange garages so easy. So I've seen the garages. I haven't been in them as I take the bus when I go from the resort. But the garages look really nice. Obviously, if they're $58 million garages, I guess they would. So just know, if you are driving, you can now go into the Grapefruit Garage at Disney Springs. All right, well, that's the show. I'll be back next week with another HItchHiking host show where we'll see what went down at Walt Disney World that week. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/HitchHostShow. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter at HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, do so over on Podbean, HitchHostShow.podbean.com, or search on iTunes or Stitcher under West Troop or the HItchHiking Host Show. Until next time, don't forget to... Hurry back for the next episode. See ya!